Hey guys, it's Loves to Loom here, and today I'll be showing you how to create this super cute, delicate peony bracelet. Peony is actually a flower, and it's known as the flower of riches and honor. So I thought that was super cool and wanted to share that with you. The designer of this super cute design is Loomy Mama on Instagram. I've been doing a lot of her more recent designs, her tutorials, and I think they are fabulous. So definitely check her out and give her a follow. This one here takes about it takes about 87 bands, depending on your wrist size. I did have to add 5 links in because I only used one loom. So if you don't want to have to add those extra links, you will need 2 looms for this bracelet. So take that into consideration. We also want to give credits and inspiration credits to Claire Wears on Instagram and YouTube. The layout of this bracelet was inspired by her, and you'll see later on in the video what I am referring to. So thank you, Claire Wears, for that. And without wasting your time any further, let's get started. To make this bracelet, you need 1 loom. Unless you don't want to have to add links at the end, you will need 2 looms. Like I said in the beginning, I had to add a couple links in at the end because it was a little small. But for my tutorial today, I'm just using 1 loom. You will also need 1 C-clip and your hook. I do quickly want to say if it sounds like there is an echo or if the lighting is not as nice or light as it normally is, I have to film in a different area tonight, so I do apologize. I'll be back at my normal filming station tomorrow. So, sorry guys. For colors, I'm going to use silver for like my petals, which are these. And then the inside, I'm going to use green and pink silicone. So that can help you decide what you want to use. So the first thing we're going to do is whatever color you're using for your petals, you're going to grab just 1 single band. And we're just going to lay that at the very beginning. Oh, and I forgot to mention, you want your loom set up in a regular position, staggered with the arrow facing away from you. Grab that band that you're using for your petals and just sit 1 at the bottom for when we close it up. So now we're going to lay the part that is in the middle. So where all my colors are, crisscrossing, that's what we're going to lay now. So that'll be my green and my pink. And we're going to be laying triangles all the way up, okay? So the first triangle we're going to lay is around these 3 pins here. So you're just going to stretch it from there to there to there. So around all 3 of those like so. I don't like my bands to be twisted. And now we're going to add, do this. Now we're going to add one on the right side of that, still using the same color. So we're going to go now around these 3. And this is where I was referring to about the technique and where Loomy Mama was inspired by Claire Wears. It was by laying the triangles because she said that Claire Wears was the first one she ever seen actually like do that step. So now that we laid those 2 triangles, we're going to now lay them on our next 3 pins, which I'm going to now go to green. So now this triangle is going to go on these 3. And make sure you're starting on your left like I am. Like so. And now we'll go on these 3 here. So now we're going to go from these 3 here. It should always start at the top where where your last one stopped is where we start for the next one. Sorry about my hand kind of getting in your way. Like so. Just push it down a little bit, and now we'll add the one on the right side. And now we'll come up to this one. And now the right side. So that's what it should be looking like. I'm just going to lay it down because I'm kind of running out of room to hold it up. Maybe I can do it like this. Definitely will come out nicer if your bands are not like all twisted up. So we're going to do this until we reach the top of our loom. I'm going to continue laying my triangles, and then I'll come back and show you what to do next. So just make sure your loom's looking like this, and I will be right back. Okay, so I reached the top of my loom. So again, you should have ended going into the center like that. And now we're going to come back down to the beginning and make sure your bands are pushed down, because we're going to add a whole nother layer on top now. So now we're going to add the color that we're using for our petals, which is going to be what my silver is. We're going to start by laying one out to the left and one out to the right. Like so. And then we're going to bring it in on the left and the right. So we're basically going to outline the entire loom. Now, if you want to have the two different color looks like I did with the white and purple, you would do one color going down and then another color going up. So, and you just keep alternating. I'm going to keep all my petals the same for this one, so I'm going to keep laying my silver. So now that we've did our up ones, now we're going to go out to the left, to the right, and then back in. Oh, my beans are sticking. Like that. And I know I already told you guys, but I'm really sorry about this lighting. I'm hoping it's not too bad. But I know it's not. Well, I know it's not great. So one out to the left, one out to the right, and then you bring one in on the left and one in on the right. So you're making a bunch of little diamonds. So we're just going to do this until we reach the top of our loom. This is what it should be looking like. I'm going to go ahead off camera and just get the last few ones of mine laid, and then we'll meet back up. So just make sure you come and bring it in here at the top, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I did go ahead and laid my last bands up here. Make sure you brought it in like I did here. I did go ahead and push down my bands, and this is what it's looking like. So the last thing that we need to do is add cap bands onto the centers of all of our bar pins. So I'm going to use white. Now you don't see this color a whole lot in the bracelet, but you do see it some. For this one I used white, if it focuses. So you can see it like from the side. And you can see it peeking through a little bit, but not a whole lot. So I'm going to stick with white. And it's just a regular cap band. So you can do it on your hook. Just wrap it around twice. Like an infinity sign. And then place it on. Or you can do it straight on your loom. I'm going to do it straight on my loom because that's easier for me. So we're just doing all the centers. You want to put one on the very top one as well. Okay, so now I have it on all of my center pins. So turn your loom around so the arrow is now facing you. And now we can go ahead and start the looping process. So the first thing that we're going to do is loop out the silver that I laid. So the whole top layer. So push back your cap band. Grab the top band and bring it back to itself. Go back in the cap band. Grab the other one, which will go to the right. Like so. So now we're going to go inside the next cap band and bring them down. So grab the top, bring that down back to itself, and now we're going to bring the right one back to itself. Like so. So now we'll go inside this cap band that's already there, and we'll bring it out to the left and out to the right. Coming in this top cap band, and we'll bring these two down. Oops. So we're going to do this all the way up the loom. So 2 go out, and then 2 come down. So just keep doing that until you reach the top, and you should have all of your petal bands loomed out like we're doing here. And then once you reach the top, I'll show you what to do next. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've reached the top of my loom. It should look like this. So the last 2 are coming down. So now we're going to come back to the beginning. And now we're going to loop out all of the triangle bands that we laid in the very beginning. So the first thing that we're going to do is bring the most top band here. We're going to stretch that to the left, and then we're going to stretch the bottom one out to the right. So you have to push back the top cap bands. So push these back, grab a hold of that top band there. And you're going to bring it, excuse me, you're going to bring that to the left. Now we're going to do the same on the right side. So push the cap band back, grab that band, and bring it to the right. Like so. So now we're going to go in this pin and grab the very bottom band, which is going to be the other part of that triangle band, and we're going to bring it to the center. And we'll do the same on the right side. So push back all the top bands. There's like 5 bands on top that you have to push out of the way. Grab that bottom one. You are going to feel some tension, so just be careful. And stretch it to the center. Like that. And now we're going to do the same on the right side. So push them all back. Grab that bottom. Bring it to the center. And we're going to do that all over again. So now we have to push all these bands back. Grab the very top. Bring it to the left. Go back in. Grab the bottom and bring it to the right. Going inside the left pin, we're going to push all the bands back. Grabbing the bottom. And bring it to the center. Do the same on the right side. And we're going to keep repeating this going to grab the top band and bring it to the left. Go back in the pin, grabbing the bottom band, bringing it to the right. Coming on the side here, pushing all the bands out of the way to grab that bottom and bring it to the center. Repeat on the right side. Going on to our next one, doing the same thing. So out to the left, out to the right, and then into the left. Well, we're going towards the right actually. And in. I'm just going to go ahead and lay my loom down. I don't want to get in your way with my hand. Might be easier to hold it too. I'm not all discombobulated. Oops. So I'm going to do this last one and then I'll go off camera and finish it up. Okay, so that's what it's looking like so far. So I only have a couple more to go. I'm going to go ahead and finish them off camera. Just bring it to the top and then we can go ahead and remove it. So I'll be right back. Okay, so once again I have reached the top of my loom. So we're just going to now grab the band that we sat there at the beginning. Grab it with one side and now we have to stick our hook down inside this top pin and grab the band like so and slide it on your hook. Attach the other side like so. Now if you only used one loom, then you're going to slide it down on your hook for now because we're going to have to add a few links. At least I do for my wrist size. If you used 2 looms, then you can just attach your C-clip. So I'm just going to pull up as I go down, and you may need to just kind of help guide it off the sides. Because it is a little tight. It's a little harder with these silicone bands because when I use the regular opaque, it popped off very easily. Sorry about the noise. Okay. So there you have it. Maybe you need to give it a nice little stretch after being all stuck on there. I think this is super cute and I am totally loving the colors right now. Yay. Super cute. Okay, so for me, this is going to be a little small, as you can see. So, it doesn't look like I need many, so I might be able to get away with just 3. So instead of doing an extension on the loom, I'm just going to use my hook. So if you need an extension, you can follow my directions. So with the band on your hook facing up, I'm going to just grab a band and place it on my hook like so. And now I'm just going to pull that link through like so. No need to have any twist in it and reattach. And we're just basically adding the single links on with our hook. And just pull another through and reattach. And I'm going to add one more just to be safe. And reattach. That should fit. Yes, that will fit my wrist. So I only needed to add 3 more because the silicone bands are a little bit looser. So this is where you will add your C-clip onto here. And then just come around to the other side, which we have our cap band right here. And connect. Voila. And there you have the completed delicate peony bracelet. So I think this is super cute. This was created by Loomy Mama on Instagram. Again, please check her out if you haven't already. Also tag her as well as myself, Loves to Loom, if you make this bracelet, because we really, really do like seeing your renditions and creations of the bracelet. So there is a backside. I don't know if she advertises it as reversible, but I think it is super cute. So why not wear it that way too? Alright guys, so hit the like button below if you like this bracelet. Sorry about the dark lighting, and I'll see you all at my next video.